Hello viewers, welcome to the digital class of Udayanath Autonomous College of Science and Technology. So viewers, today's class will be all about some mathematical functions that are used in C programming language. So previously we have already discussed some of the functions of string. Today's class or today's video will be all about the mathematical functions that are continuously used in C and that has a very large importance in our programming languages. So the first function that we will be using is ceiling, that stands for CEIL. So CEIL is a special function of C programming language which is used to round off a number to its higher number. That means CEIL is stand for ceiling, that means it is a predefined function. So whenever we will be giving any ceiling number, that means let's say we have to give a number, let's say we have to give 3.6. So when we will call for CEIL and we will give a double value over here, double value, why it is called as double value? Because whenever we will be giving any number with some decimal point, so it will round off the number to its larger number, not to its lower number. So whenever I will write CEIL and I will give a number in double format, so it will be rounded off to its highest number, so it will return 4.0. Similarly, if I will write CEIL 2.5, so answer will come 3.0. So you can see that 3.6 or 2.5. So these are some of the decimal values. So whatever decimal value is there, it will round off to its larger number. Similarly, here 2.5 is there, so it will convert it to the highest number. So CEIL is a special function in a C programming language that is used to round off the number to its larger number. So that's why what is the syntax of CEIL? So CEIL function will always accept the numbers in double format. So let's say double x. Why I am writing x over here? So x stands for a variable. So that means I can write a number directly over here, or I can take the help of a variable in order to round off the number. So let's say I have written x equal to 9.7. So I can write CEIL of x. So whenever I am writing CEIL of x or any variable I am taking, so whatever value has been stored in the variable, it will be rounded off to this higher number. So the answer will come 10.0. So in this way, the CEIL function converts or rounded off the numbers to its higher number. So now let's take an example through a program and we will find out how to give or how to get the output of using CEIL function. Now let's take an example. We have to enter a number and display the implementation of CEIL function. So now we have to enter a number and we have to show the use of CEIL function. So as we know that the program starts with #include stdio.h, which is the general syntax of writing a program, and the general header file is stdio.h, that is standard input output header file. But in case of mathematical functions, that means whenever we will be using the mathematical functions in C, so we have to call a special header file, that is math.h. So in order to open the math.h, I have to write #include math.h. That means in order to use the mathematical functions that are stored in math header file, we have to call or we have to open the header file of math. So math.h is a header file to open the mathematical functions that will be used in the program. Next comes our void main, which is the general syntax of writing the program. Now we have written void main. So the question arises, we have to enter a number. So in order to enter a number, let's say I have taken float I. So float is a data type which accepts the decimal value. So I have taken the float over here. Now I have to give a message, let's say printf enter a decimal number. So whenever I am writing a decimal number, so it shows or it specifies the user that they have to enter a decimal number, not an integer number. Now I will write scanf %f. So why I have written %f over here? Because %f is the format specifier of float. So %i. That means I have entered the number in I. Now I will write, let's say I equal to CEIL I. Now I will write printf let's say rounded number equal to percentage f I. So you can see the program over here. So now we will be writing the output. Let's say what is the output. So first question arises, we have to enter a number. So in order to enter a number, we will be taking the scanf function. So before giving the scanf function, we have given a message to the user that they have to enter a decimal number, and the number has been accepted by I, because I is the variable which will be accepting the value. Let's say I have taken I and the user has entered 39.76. Okay, so 39.76 is the floating value which has been accepted by the variable I. Now I will be rounding of the number to its higher number. So in order to rounding of the number to its higher number, we will be using the CEIL function. So I have written over here CEIL of I. That means the rounding of the number in the number that has been stored in variable I. So I has the numbers 39.76. So it will round up to its highest number. So the highest number is 40.00. So it has been stored in I only, because I have written CEIL of I will be stored in I. That means I was having the previous value as 39.76. Now the value of I has been changed to 40.00. Now it will come over here and print the message that rounded number equal to, so in place of percentage f, that is the format specifier of I, so in place of percentage f it will print the value of I. So what is the value of I over here? 40.00. So you can see whatever number we will enter over here, it will round it off to its higher number and it will print it. So this is the program of implementing the CEIL function, and here is the output. We will be moving to another function, that is floor function. So floor function is a special function which is actually the inverse of CEIL. That means CEIL function rounds up the number to its higher number. That means if I will enter 36.7, so it will give the output as 37.0. But in case of floor function, if I am writing 36.7, so it will round off equal to the integer part or less than that. That means the answer will be 36.0. Similarly, if I am entering the number as 47.59 in CEIL, the answer will be 48.0, because it will also give the input or output as the decimal value. Similarly, if I will enter over here, that is 47.59, so the answer will be 47.0. So these are the inverse of each other. That means floor function is used to round up the number to its lower number, and CEIL function is used to round up number to its highest number. So now we will be taking an example of floor function by taking a program, and we will also work out for its output. Now let's take an example of what to enter a number and display the output by implementing the floor function. Now we will be writing a program of implementing the floor function. So the program starts with #include stdio.h, which is a general syntax of writing a program, that is standard input output header file. Now as we have discussed that in order to use the mathematical functions in C, we need to have a special header file, that is math.h. So we will be writing #include math.h, which is the header file for accessing the mathematical operation or functions in C. Now we will be writing void main, because this is the main function. That means the program execution of a C programming language always starts with main function. Now I have to enter a number. Let's say I have taken float n. That means n is a variable of float type which will be accepting a number, and we will be converting or displaying the output by using the floor function. Now I have to enter a number. So in order to enter a number, I have to give a message. Let's say I have written printf enter a decimal value. We are giving this type of messages in order to specify the user that the user has to enter a decimal value, not an integer value. So we have to enter a number. So in order to enter a number, we need to use the scanf function. So scanf function will be accepting the format specifier in double quote. So the format specifier of float is %f %n. So we have entered a number. Now we have to implement the floor function. So let's say I will write n equal to floor of n. Now I will be printing the value. Let's say printf \n rounded number equal to %f n. So this is the program of entering a number. So we have entered the number using the scanf function in the variable n. So n is a variable that will accept the number from the user, and the user has to enter a decimal number. Let's say the user has entered 39.76. So here we will be implementing the floor function. So I have written floor of n. That means floor function is a special function of math.h header file, which is actually used to round off the number to its lowest number. So whenever I am writing floor of n, that means n has the value as 39.76. So 39.76 will be rounded off to its lower number. That means it will be coming as 39.00. And as we have stored the rounded off number in the same variable, so the value of n will be changed and the new number or the rounded number will be updated in the variable n only. So n will have the value as 39.00. Now it will print rounded number equal to, so it will print rounded number equal to, so in place of %f, that is format specifier of float, so in place of %f it will print the value of n. So what is the value of n now? 39.00. So it will print 39.00. So this is the program of entering a number and displaying the output by implementing the floor function. So this is the program, this is the use of floor function, and this is the output. Now we will be talking about a new function, that is sqrt function, that is square root of a number. So sqrt accepts a variable or a number, and whatever number we will enter over here, it will calculate the square root of that number and it will print the result. That means if I am writing sqrt of 36, so it will enter the value that is 6, because the square root of 36 is 6. Similarly, if I am writing sqrt of 100, so it will give the answer as 10, because the square of 10 is 100 and the square root of 100 is 10. So this is the new function that will be used in C programming language. That means whenever the user has a requirement of calculating the square root of a number, so they do not have to write a complete program over here. They can simply call the function sqrt that has been stored in math.h header file, and the program will be done. Now we will be implementing the sqrt function by taking an example through a program. Now let's take an example. Warp to enter a number and display the square root using the square root function. So as we know, the program starts with #include stdio.h, that is the standard input output header file. Now in order to use the square root function, as we have discussed that some of the mathematical functions are stored in math.h header file. So if we have to use the square root function, so we have to call the math.h header file. So we have to write #include math.h. Now we will be writing void main, which is the general syntax of writing a program, because the program execution starts from the main function. Now we have to enter a number. So let's say I have written int n. That means I have to take a variable which will be used to accept the number from the user. Let's say I have written a message printf enter a number. Now in order to enter a number, we have to use the scanf function. So scanf %d and %n. So here we have used %d because %d is the format specifier of integer. So we have to take a variable that I have taken over here, n variable, to accept the number from the user. Now I have to calculate the square root of the functions. So I have written n equal to sqrt of n. Now I have to print the number. So printf \n square root equal to %d n. Now I will be closing the program. So here is the program of entering a number and calculating the square root of the number through the help of sqrt function. Now let's take an example. Let's say I have taken a variable n as I have taken over here. Now the user has to enter a number through the variable n. Let's say the user has entered 25. So 25 has been stored in n. Now we will be calculating the square root of n. So whenever I am writing sqrt of n, that means sqrt is a special function that will calculate the square root of a number or a variable automatically. So I have given n over here. So n has the value as 25. So what is the square root of 25? That is 5. So 5 will be stored in the same variable, that is n. So the value of n has been changed to 5. Now it will come over here, it will print the message square root equal to, so it will print square root equal to, so in place of percentage d, it will print the value of n. So what is the value of n over here? That is 5. So this is the output. That means whatever number the user will enter, it will calculate the square root of that number and it will print the value. So this is the program of entering a number and displaying the square root of a number. Now we will take another function, that is pow function. So pow function is a special function that will accept two values, that is base and exponent. So why pow function is used? So whenever there is a need of calculating the power of a number, so at that time we can take the help of pow function. So pow takes two arguments, that is I will write pow, let's say 2, 3. That means it will calculate the exponent, so 3 of base 2. That means if I have to calculate 2 to the power 3, so we cannot write it using the keyboard. So in order to use it or we have to calculate it, we have to take a function, that is predefined function of math.h header file, that is pow. So whenever I am writing 2, 3, so that will calculate 2 to the power 3, that is 8. So what is the, this is the base and this is the exponent. So first we have to specify the base and we have to give the exponent. So let's say I will write pow 2, or let's say I have written 5, 3. That means 5 to the power 3. So what is 5 to the power 3? That is 5 into 5 into 5, that is 25 into 5, that is 125. So it will print the value as 125. So in this way we can calculate the power of any number through the use of pow function. So whenever the user needs of calculating the power of a number at any moment, so they can simply use the pow function under the math.h header file. Now we will be explaining the use of pow function through the help of a program. To enter the base and exponent, and we have to calculate the power and display the value. So as we have discussed that the power, in order to calculate the power function, we need to access the pow function. So we will be writing the program that stands for #include stdio.h, which is a general syntax of writing a program, that is standard input output header file. Now in order to use the functions that are under the math.h header file, we have to call or we have to open the header file, because pow is a special function that is stored under math.h header file. So if you are not calling the math.h header file, so we cannot use the pow function, it will give a error message. So in order to use the pow function, we have to include math.h header file. Now we have to write void main, because the program execution starts from the main function. Now I have to enter base, let's say I have taken b for base and e for exponent, and in order to calculate the power of a number, let's say I have written p. So p is a variable which will be calculating the power of the number. So now we will be giving a message, let's say I will write printf enter base, and it will be accepted in %d and %b. That means the base value will be stored in variable b. Now I have to give another message, let's say printf enter exponent. So in order to accept the exponent, I have taken the variable as e. So I have entered %e. So b for base and e for exponent. Now I have to calculate the power of base to the exponent. So in order to calculate, I have taken a special variable, that is p. So I will write p equal to pow. So as per the syntax of pow function, first I have to take the base, then I have to take the exponent. So base value has been stored in b and the exponent value has been stored in e. So I have written pow of b and e. So whatever the user have entered the base and exponent, that will be calculated and the power will be stored in p. Now I have to print the value of pre. So printf power value equal to %d p. Now we will end the program. So as per the requirement of the program, we have to enter base and exponent. So I have taken b and e for storing base and exponent respectively. So you can see over here, b is used to store the base and e is used to store the exponent. Now I have to calculate the power and we have to display the value. So in order to use the power, or we have to calculate the power, we should take the pow function, which is a special function of math.h header file. So the syntax of power function or pow function is, the first one or the first argument should be base and the second argument should be exponent. So first we have taken base and then we have taken exponent. So whatever user will enter the value, it will calculate the power and it will store it in p, and finally it will display the value. So let's take an example. We have taken three variables, that is b for base, e for exponent and p for power. So let's say the user has entered, let's say 2, and in place of exponent they have entered 3. Now here it will come over here, pow of b comma e, that means base to the exponent, that means pow of 2 comma 3, because 2 is stored in base and 3 has been stored in exponent. So what is the pow of 2 comma 3? That means 2 to the power 3, that is 8. So 8 will be stored in p, because we have calculated the value and we have stored in p. Now it will show the value, or it will print the value, that is power value equal to, so in place of %d, it will print the value of p, that is the value of p is 8. So it will print 8. That means whatever value the user will enter in base and whatever value the user will enter in exponent, it will calculate the power value, it will store it in p, and it will finally display the result. So here I have taken base is 2 and 3. The user can give according to their requirement and they can calculate the value and they can print it. So this is all about entering the base and exponent of a value and calculating the power and displaying the final value. So I hope you have all understood what are the mathematical functions, what is CIL function, what is the work of floor function, what is the use of square root function, that is SQRT, how to use the pow function, how to calculate the power, all the programs, all the functions that are used in math.h header file has been discussed in this video. If you have any doubt, you can comment me on our YouTube channel. Till then, thank you.